How's it going there, nice feller? It's early morning and we're going to be back out here in my backyard on the fence line here, cutting some more firewood. And each one of these trees that you've seen in this series has presented its own set of problems. Each one has had kind of a little bit of circumstances that could have been trouble. Well, we're on to the final tree here, this walnut tree. And it's got a bad lie to it. Now, let me tell you a little backstory on this tree. The day that I brought my log splitter home, my daddy was over here and we were putting that log splitter together. Well, I was doing some filming and we had just fired up the log splitter and my camera ran out of batteries. Well, I turned the camera off and set the camera down because it was in low power mode. And I'll be damned if that cocksucker didn't drop a walnut right on my head. So I got a bone to pick with this thing. It's just asking for it. But now, the lean on this tree is not ideal. It's got a widowmaker hanging out of it. A branch broke off and is just dangling over my yard, which I don't like. I don't like walking under that. It could fall at any time, but I already dropped a walnut on my head. What are the odds of that? I mean, it was a 1 in a million and I just turned the camera off. So I'm still kicking myself about missing that footage. I mean, I was standing there and a damn nut hit me right in the head. Ridiculous. But anyways, the lean kind of goes up and kind of curves a little bit to the side at the top. And there's a big dead branch broke off hanging off the front side of it over my yard, and it drops nuts all over the place. But it's right in line with the fence post too, so it's going to be tough. I'm really worried about this. I'm not going to lie. It's close. I'm going to have to put this thing down within inches of a fence post and in my trees in a yard, and hopefully it falls in the right direction, because like I said, it kind of goes up and it goes up and it kind of curves over to the side, but it's got some weight hanging out over my yard to where it could pull it. But I'm a little bit worried that as I start making that back cut, it's going to want to go the wrong way. So I'm going to have a wedge in my pocket, and I'll probably try to take my time and stick a wedge in that thing and keep it from moving. But hopefully it just kind of starts moving the right direction. And if it starts moving right on me, I'll just go ahead and buzz her off and let her fall, and hopefully we'll be okay here. So I'm real excited to get this done and get some walnut, some nice wood. It's some good firewood. So I'm going to get the saw gassed up, get everything kind of cleared out of the way out here, and we'll chop this thing down and see how she goes. Keep your fingers crossed out there. Hopefully I don't hit my fence or my trees or anything. There's our walnut tree. You can see how she leans over to the left over there. I'm hoping to bring her down right through here with no problems. Now I'll take you up for a closer look. Now that's our tree, and I think that heavy branch there is going to pull her down where we need to go, but you can see the fence, it's right there, so it's a pretty tight squeeze to get that thing down through there. We'll have a go at it. So there you can see I got to kind of thread the needle right there, and it's going up and the top of it's leaning to the left, so it's going to be a little tight. All right, Walnut is in stock at KentuckyKoozie's Firewood shop. I'm stoked about that. We've got some walnut in stock over here. Nice tree. Now if you look at that, it just kind of jabbed that piece right in the ground there. So I still got some work to do to bring her on down a little bit here. A little bit over there. I gotta get her out of my trees. got the exciting part pretty much done. I got in my tree a little bit. I think it's going to be okay though. You can't really tell. It got a little bit of a trim right up in there. Oh well. Probably needed to be trimmed anyways. Well, I got most of the difficult stuff done, the interesting things where you could almost kill yourself. And I'm happy to say I succeeded at not doing that. I'm steaming. Woo! So I'm going to turn the camera off and just go ahead and buck this log up down here, and I'll be back with you shortly. Now this animal that was in the yard, I left this thing alone for a day, and they came out and worked on it again last night. I don't know what the hell that is. Right in the middle of the lawn they made this damn thing. So I did take my gloves and I kind of lifted it up to see. I don't know if I'm going to scare it off or not. It looked to me like that was something got into a bird's nest and drug it out, but there's nothing over here where they would have drug it from. It's like they just built this thing right here in the middle of the lawn. Yeah, I don't know what that is, a grouse or what. Could be mice. It's too big for mice. Any ideas, let me know. I thought it was something that they drug out here out of the trees, and it was a bird's nest that a cat got into, or a raccoon or something. But they came out here and worked on it again last night and made this little hole in the middle. So I did touch it with gloves on. I don't know if it'll scare them away or not. They may not come back, whatever it is, but I've been watching and nothing's come out here again. So I thought it was just some eggs or something, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my work here. I'll get back with you shortly. Now, good buddies, this is what I ended up with here. Pretty good mess of wood. I'm gonna split this up, and you're gonna see that tomorrow in the next video. Well, whatever, a couple days. Hope you enjoyed this. It was pretty dangerous. Give me a like and a subscribe for putting my life on the line for you guys. See you next time.